Hey everyone, welcome to Monday Morning Breakthroughs. Today I have our guest Melissa Deely with me today, and she's going to talk about the power of unconscious coaching, working with the tools of the unconscious mind in our coaching work. This is brain science, y'all. It is profound. Melissa Deely's mission is to heal the world. Chronic illness does not have to be a life sentence, and when Melissa realized the body is designed to self-heal, she set about getting trained so that she could truly help people heal and then train others to do the same. Melissa is an integrative mind-body health practitioner, a trainer of NLP, Line Therapy and Hypnotherapy. She's dedicated to helping others heal by addressing and removing the toxins in all four bodies: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So, without further ado, Melissa, you've got 20 minutes to give us a breakthrough.
Thank you very much, Laura, and welcome everyone. I'm excited to be here and share with you. And I'm going to dive right in because I could talk about this all day long and I only have 20 minutes. So let me share my screen with you here. And I want to just have a little introduction for you all in regards to your unconscious mind. Now, your unconscious mind makes up 90% of your mind, and your conscious mind makes up only 10% of your mind. And yet it is our conscious mind that we are taught to work with in the school system and that we spend much of our day in. However, it's the unconscious mind where all of the resources are. Our conscious mind is the goal setter. Our unconscious mind is the goal getter. You probably already know your conscious mind is also your thinking mind, your problem-solving mind. Your unconscious mind is where all of your memories are housed. It's where your imagination is. It's your emotional center. And with those memories, what's really fascinating is that the unconscious mind will repress memories of unresolved emotion until such time that it is safe to bring it forth to the conscious mind to address, which is why military folk don't get PTSD in the war zone. They get it when they come home, because that's when the unconscious mind deems them to feel safe. Our unconscious mind is in charge of preserving our body, running our body. It keeps you breathing every second of every day. It keeps your heart pumping every second of every day. It keeps your digestive system breaking down your food every second of every day without you giving it a moment's thought, because it's entirely unconscious. And I want to share with you the fact that each and every single day, you are literally creating your own reality. And if you don't like your reality, we can change it. And this is the power of unconscious coaching that you can also do with your clients. And when I first learned this, I got so excited about it because my mission is to heal chronic illness. And I can't do that alone. However, if I share these tools and train other people with similar missions that want to help their clients live their best lives, together, we can put an end to chronic illness. So let's just talk about the power of your unconscious mind here. Every second of every day, your brain is taking in 12 million bits of information. And that is far too much for your powerful mind to work with. And so it has to actually compress that down to a more manageable amount, which is about 128 bits per second. So any external event, anything that you attend in life, say you go to a concert, you go to a friend's house, you go to a coffee shop, that's an external event, anything that you do. Aside from that, through your eyes, your ears, everything else, you're getting in all this information. And it's too much for your brain to deal with. So it compresses it down. It deletes, distorts, and generalizes through your filters down to what it thinks is important for you to retain. Our filters, the categories are the same for every single human. The content within our filters is different and as different as our fingerprints. Your filters are your attitudes, your values and beliefs, your language, your memories, your decisions, your meta programs. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? How you work with time, space, matter, and energy. Those are all very individual to you. And after your brain has gone through that filter stage, it brings up an internal representation, or the movie screen in your mind. We all have that movie screen in our mind. If I ask you just for 30 seconds to all close your eyes, and I want you to bring up on that movie screen in your mind the last vacation you went on. And I want you to think about that vacation, and perhaps you had a wonderful meal somewhere, at a restaurant, at a relative's house. I want you to take yourself back to that place where you had this fabulous meal. I want you to see the people sitting around you at the table. I want you to see the decor in the room. And I want you to notice that as you do this, because I've asked you to go on vacation, hopefully it was a fun event and you're surrounded by people that you love and care about, that as you do this, that you notice feelings of warmth coming up inside your body as well. And I just want you to open your eyes and raise your hand. That I can't see all of you, I can see some of you. Who was able to do that? Bring up that memory in the movie screen of your mind. So all of you that I can see have raised your hand, and I hope it's everyone in the room, because that is what our mind can do, is we have all of these memories. Those memories impact our state and how we feel. That's why I deliberately asked about a good, a vacation, so we'd be bringing up good feelings this morning. Those feelings impact our physiology. There's a lot of science out there that show happier people live longer, because happier people are less stressed, their immune system is stronger. Now, what's really fascinating here is if that internal representation, if you had one of trauma, and that's getting in the way of you living your best life, we can actually use NLP techniques to change that internal representation for you and replace it with something that's more serving. And then we change your internal state, your feelings. That changes your physiology. The state to the behavior arrow, how you feel impacts your behavior. And remember, your behavior or your actions impact your results. And you're all here building businesses wanting results. What are the behaviors that you're taking to get those results? That's impacted by your state. So what is your state? We can use hypnotherapy to change your behavior in order for you to take action to get the results that you want. The conscious mind only houses willpower. We know that willpower isn't lasting because most New Year's resolutions have fallen off by the end of January. The unconscious mind houses our imagination. What we can imagine, you just imagined being back on holiday, what we can imagine, we can use in all of these techniques to become reality. The mind doesn't know the difference between reality and what you're imagining. We just need to turn that imagination into your reality. So you are literally creating your own reality every single day. You go to a concert with 49,999 other people. You've got a few friends there in the concert with you. You come back and other people ask you how the concert was. You tell a different story to each of your friends that were there and to the other 49,999 people, because your experience was determined by your filters. Raise your hand if you've ever gone to tell a story about something that happened when you were a child and you're talking to a sibling about it and you say, this happened, and they're going, no, that happened. Have you ever experienced that? Or even with friends, you're telling a story you were both at and you're telling two different stories and going, wait, we were both here. How can our stories be so different? This is why our stories are so different. And here's the thing, you're telling your truth and they're telling their truth. Neither of you is wrong. It's simply that the filters are different, therefore the reality is different. And if you don't like your reality, we can change it. So today, what I'm going to do, because I don't have a lot of time, is I am going to work with Laura, and we are going to change her reality a little bit. We are going to use the tools of the unconscious mind to rewire her neurology. And to save time and speed up, Laura and I have already discussed this. She doesn't want to eat so much Domino's cheese pizza. And so I'm going to rewire her neurology to something that she doesn't eat at all, which is fish, because she's allergic to fish. And this will create a little bunny trail of neurology in her mind after we do this that she's not going to want cheese pizza anymore because she's allergic to it and it will not go in her mouth. And over time, that bunny trail builds into a little 2-lane road and then a 4-lane road, and then it becomes a highway. It's like building muscle in our body. We're building neurology in her brain. So all of you are witnesses to this. This is a one-to-one experience. I just want to show you how quick and effective it is to use the tools of the unconscious mind and how it's very gentle on the client. When we work with the unconscious mind, they don't have to rehash their trauma with me. The unconscious mind's already been there. It already knows that. We just work with the unconscious mind to get the learnings so that we can move through trauma. And in this case, to do some rewiring so Laura no longer wants to have cheese pizza. So Laura, I'm going to ask you to unmute, please, because this is interactive between you and I. And whenever we work with the unconscious mind, we always ask for permission. So Laura, is it all right for your unconscious mind today for us to make this change and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. So as we've already discussed, you want to remove Domino's cheese pizza. So as you think about how much you like Domino's cheese pizza, do you have a picture?
A picture of the pizza? Yes.
Yes. Excellent. So is it black or white or color?
Oh, it's color.
And is it near or far to you?
Near.
Is it bright or dim?
Bright.
Show me with your hand the location in relation to your body, if you can.
I mean, it's going in my mouth, girl.
Okay, so it's front and center. All right. What's the size of that picture? Is it like a life-size piece of pizza going in your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay, life size. Are you in the picture or are you just seeing the pizza through your own eyes?
Oh, I think I'm watching myself like I'm watching a movie. So I'm watching the
Okay.
person eat the pizza.
Okay, and is
Yeah.
that focused or defocused?
Focused.
And is that focus changing or steady?
Steady.
Okay, and is it framed or panoramic?
Good
Like,
question.
can you see a frame around the picture or not?
I would say yes to that.
Okay, and is it a movie or still?
It's a movie.
Okay, are there any sounds that are important to this image?
Nope.
Okay, and are there any feelings that are important to this image?
Aside from loving the taste of the pizza,
So are you
maybe.
feeling that feeling of love though, because you're enjoying the pizza?
Yeah.
Okay, and where are you noticing that feeling in your body?
Probably chest up.
Okay, and what's the size of that feeling? Is it like golf ball size, tennis ball size, or
Mm,
bigger?
I'll give it a soccer ball size.
Okay, and is it a circular shape? I know I suggested that, but what's the shape for you?
I know, I was thinking in terms of a ball. It's a little bit less 3D. It's a little bit more like wide and flat.
Okay,
Yeah.
wide and flat. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what is the intensity of that feeling of that love for this piece of
Oh,
pizza?
I'll give my pizza love an 8.
Okay, wonderful. I want you to clear the screen of that image. And now fish is something that you don't eat at all. And I just want to test this and the strength of this with your unconscious mind. So I would like you to imagine a piece of fish on a plate in front of you. And I want you to take a fork and get a little tiny bit of that fish on the fork. And I want you to show me on the video, on the screen here, you bringing that fork towards your mouth for me, please, as if you were going to eat it.
Probably would never even get that close, but okay,
Right.
I'll have to pretend for you.
No, I want you to give me your real reaction. So you got here and you stopped
I
and you
wouldn't
started
have even
making
gotten there.
excuses.
Yeah,
Okay,
it wouldn't
that's
have even
exactly
been on the plate. I wouldn't have even been smelling or looking at it. It would have been
okay.
well before that.
Perfect. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure. So what I would like you to do now is to, as you think about how much you dislike fish and how you never ever want to eat it, do you have a picture
Um, well, the visual of the fish
Yes.
on the white plate, that's about what I had.
Okay. I want you to bring that picture up and I want you to tell me, is it black or white or color?
Color.
And is it near or far?
Not as near as the pizza, but I would say near-ish.
I'm just going to say farther then.
Yeah.
Is it bright or dim?
Um, Bright.
Okay. And show me with your hand the location. And if it's off the screen, you can just tell me how far away off the screen
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
it's like on the on my
On the
desk.
table. Okay, on your desk. Perfect. And the size of that picture?
Normal life-size
Life
plate.
size. Okay.
Yeah.
And are you in the picture or are you just looking at the plate?
Just the plate and the fish on the plate is all that's in the picture.
Perfect. Is it focused or defocused?
Focused,
And is that focus changing or steady?
steady,
And is it framed or panoramic?
framed.
Okay. And is it a movie or still?
That one looks still.
Okay. Perfect. Are there any sounds that are important?
Nope.
And are there any feelings that are important?
I thought there would be, but it feels kind of neutral to me.
Okay. And where are you feeling that neutrality?
Not in my body.
Okay.
So yeah, neutral is like I don't have a grab on that really for you.
And so there's no intensity around that at all.
Uh, no, not this moment.
That's fine. Totally fine. All right, we're going to clear that screen. And now what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to bring back up the picture of the Domino's cheese pizza. And I'm going to tell you how to create the picture this time. Okay? So when you think of the Domino's cheese pizza, do you have that image?
Uh-huh.
Excellent. I want you to move it farther away from you to where you had the fish. And I want you to put it on your desk, on the plate. And I want you to step out of the picture so you're just looking at the pizza on the plate on your desk. And I want you to make it still. And I want you to bring in that neutrality where it's really not in your body and there's no intensity around that. It's just simply neutral. And when you have that piece of pizza on the plate on your desk and it's neutral, I want you to snap your fingers, lock it in place like Tupperware. And I want you to clear that screen.
Okay.
I love that plant you have behind you over on the corner there.
Oh, thank you.
I have one of those in my bathroom, but it's I struggle to grow it, but yours is looking really healthy. So now I want to test that. And I just want you to do a check-in with your body. When you think about that thing you used to like, how is it different?
The picture changed for sure. The picture changed. And it even, oddly enough, went black and white.
Mm,
That was interesting to me as my mind was sorting this out.
mm-hmm,
It also felt like it literally, the slice got smaller.
mm-hmm,
So those are some of the things that my brain was doing just now.
mm-hmm. Do you notice a difference in your body as to how it feels different?
For sure. I was trying to figure out how to explain to you all what that was. Sometimes it's hard to express the actual feeling, but it's not as in love anymore, if so it's not like that love, craving, can't wait to bite it type of feeling. It's a
Hmm.
little bit more like, pizza is nice, you
That's a
know?
big shift.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Big shift in
Yeah.
just a few minutes here. So let's just test that for a minute. And I want you to just close your eyes and go to a time in the future where you might be tempted to have a slice of Domino's cheese pizza. And let me know what happens in your mind, in your body.
Mm. The intensity has shifted to much less. So I feel like the biggest thing that we did was break that chain of it's in my mouth before I know it. Like
Hmm.
you already grabbed it and put it in. Like that's what was happening when we started this exercise.
Right.
But now I'm like, it's not, it definitely isn't in my mouth and I'm not already eating it. It's definitely like on the counter, not in my mouth, which is a big deal actually, when you're used to having that craving. So does that make sense?
It makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We have just rewired your neurology. And as I said earlier, we've made a little bunny trail. And so now, over the next few weeks, you can develop that into a 6-lane highway where you will literally never want it again. If you have it in the house, I recommend toss it. And I recommend don't buy it and test it. Go stand in the grocery store, or actually, it's Domino's. So maybe, I don't know if you go pick it up or if you order it. In that, go stand in front of Domino's and just stand there and bring up the feelings that we had today when you thought about eating fish. That could be one way that you go test it and strengthen your neurology and have it become a 6-lane highway. So, congratulations, because that's a huge shift in a very short amount of time. And for everyone here, that is an example of the power of having the tools to work with the unconscious mind. Change doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be hard. We can do it very easily. And that's why I'm so excited about these tools and have become a trainer in order to be able to share them with other people who also are mission driven and want to be able to help their clients get the results they're looking for without all the struggle. And so thank you very, very much.
Melissa, tell everyone how they can work with you, where they can get a hold of you, all that good stuff.
I'll drop in the chat a link to book a call with me if you'd like to. My email address is simply melissa@yourguidedhealthjourney.com. That's my website as well. And I'm on social media, LinkedIn and Facebook as Melissa Deely. I have a free gift for all of you today. It's a fun little download for daily suggestions to your unconscious mind. It's a virtual card deck that you can play with. And I will drop that in the chat. And if you'd like to learn more, there's a weekend event happening March 16th and 17th called Designing Your Destiny, where it's an introduction weekend to working with your unconscious mind. And I have a 25% off coupon. I think it comes to 72 Canadian dollars for the entire weekend. And I'll drop all that in the chat. And thank you very, very much.
Awesome. You guys, we're going to have all of that below this video for you in the show notes so you can just drop down and explore everything that Melissa has going on. Melissa, thank you so much for what you're doing in the world and for being here today to share it with everyone.
My pleasure. And I look forward to checking in with you in a couple days and in a week or so and see how you're doing, Laura.
Super awesome. Yeah, that was fun, interesting. I love brain science. I love the profound shifts you can feel. I love the speed with which that can happen. So, you guys, we love bringing cool guests on to Monday Morning Breakthroughs. Drop down into the show notes and explore what Melissa has going on. Check out her website and all the things. And Brave Healer Productions is here to help you share your brave words with the world in a bigger way. Join us for the next Monday Morning Breakthroughs. It's going to be the first and third Monday of every month. You're going to find those invitations in the Brave Badass Healers group. So click below and come join us. And whether it's writing in one of our expert collaborations, joining our writer circle, teaching your course in the Brave Healer Transformation School, or maybe attending one of these networking events, we do this with the spirit of collaboration, which is business building magic, y'all. So reach out to us for information on anything you heard us mention today. And until then, remember, your words change the world when you're brave enough to share them. So it is time to be brave. See you next time, everyone.